Welcome to our channel once again, ShowBox Africa the Adult, where we bring to you news, politics, opinion and stories across Africa. If this is your first time of tuning on to our channel, just hang on, relax and have fun. The video you want to watch is about to play very soon. And as you watch that video, don't forget to like, comment and share. And if you haven't subscribed, you can decide to subscribe now or later in the video. Thanks for being there. Let's get into the video.
Hello, good day Nigerians, and good day people of Biafra. My name is Nnamdi Omeire, and I'm an indigenous person of Biafra, and I've been supporting the fight, the struggle of Biafran independence, which I think is achievable. I've been 100% supporting the struggle, and I'm here to issue more and more of my support to whatever Nnamdi Kanu and all the members of IPOB, all the facilitators, all those who are giving their best in one way or the other to ensure that the struggle is meaningful and relevant. Today I want to talk about something I think it's really important, and that brings me to a question that I want to ask. How can we disarm Nigerian police, security forces, the police, the army, the navy, the air force? How can we disarm them? Now what I mean disarming them, I mean those from the eastern part of Nigeria and those from the western part of the Nigeria. The struggle we are on, or we are in, is a struggle for freedom. And this struggle concerns every one of us. The Biafrans, the people of the southeast, the south-south, the west and the north. It is a struggle for all. The struggle for everybody. So, and this is why we must see it from the angle that it's going to be a collective effort for us to achieve, to actualize our goal, our mission, and our vision of having a separate nation. Now, we have done so much, the IPOB has done so much in the struggle. Nnamdi Kanu has done so much, has put so much, of which I think what he has done so far is able and capable of getting Biafra for every one of us. And as well, helping out the West and actualizing their own freedom. But to do this, the military and the forces are really very important at this stage we find ourselves, because they are mostly the instrument the Nigerian government used or are using and are still using against our people, the people of these various regions in Nigeria. The security forces are playing a very important role in this struggle. So this is why we must think of the Igbos in the military, the Yorubans in the military, and other part of the Nigerians who are seeking for their freedoms, who have their people in the military. How are we going to disarm these people? Now when I mean disarming, it means how are we going to bring home, how are we going to bring back our own people? Because this is a crucial situation. This is a crucial time whereby the militaries, you can't be safeguarding a country where your home, your forest, your markets is on fire, where your home, your parents, your families, your community has been invaded by the enemy, and you are still there safeguarding the nation. The aim of being a security force or being a member of a security force is for you to safeguard your people. Unlike other countries, in Cambodia, what they do is you become a security force, or let's say you are a police or army, and you're going to safeguard your area. So it means that if you are from Enugu State, then you will be situated in Enugu State. So, and that has been a problem, and this has been one of the instruments the Nigerian government used against our people for a very long time. And they have been using this, and it's working, and they continually using it against the people of Nigeria. So, and this is why I'm making today's video. So we want to talk about the evils in the military allowing themselves to be used against the Yorubans in the West, and the Yorubans in the military allowing themselves to be used against the Igbos in the East, or the South, the people, the Biafrans, you know. And this is where the problem comes, because this is why we all are biased against each other, because they have been doing this and it's working, and they keep on doing it. So sometimes I start to think, what really triggered the hatred between the Igbos and the Yorubans? What really triggered the biasness? Like, you know, the preconceived notion that we had among each other. And when I look at all these things, I get confused, because I don't know where they came from. But at the long run, if not the emergence of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, who has now opened the mind of every Nigerian, the eye of every Nigerian, on how the Nigerian government has used the militaries against each other and one another in order to create enmity, in order to keep dividing us forever and ever. And this is what we must try as much as we can to put to an end. Because this is our struggle. We will learn how to stop getting used to living in this faulty system. You know? So some people will tell you that the reason why they support one Nigeria is because they don't want war. If you don't want war, if you are afraid of going to war, then you are already in a war. You are already in a war, because you can't live life in a nation where you have no single freedom, where you can't even elect your own leader, the person you want. So how can you call this life? How can we say we are living a life? How can we say we are living a life? So you want, some people will say it's a change of leadership, that when you change leadership, that things is going to work better. How can things work better when the whole system is corrupt? So which leadership are you talking about? If you change Buhari, though Buhari is dead anyway, but if you change the leadership of Buhari, and let's say you get Obama as your president, when the governors are still corrupt, when the local governments are still corrupt, so how do you do that? The fact is that we are in a corrupt system, and these governors would never for one day come together and say, okay, let's resign so that Nigeria will be better. No, they will never resign. They will never resign. And even if you had a better leader, that leader may not be capable of overhauling the whole nation, because you as a leader, if you are corrupt and your governors are corrupt, your other arms of the government are corrupt, how do you get rid of such a system? That is what we are talking about. So, and this is why we all must support the struggle that says we must be free, and which is what Nnamdi Kanu represents under IPOB, and that's what some of the Igbo represent with the Yorubans in the West, and other parts of the nation who are agitating for their freedom. So I want to tell you that the Igbos don't hate the Yorubans, and the Yorubans, I think, don't as well hate the Igbos. But there is something wrong in our system that promotes this hatred, that triggers war where there is peace, where there is no grudge, But the aim of this is to create enemy, to create enmity between the regions, so that when we want to fight for our freedom, it will be a very difficult task, like we are facing it today. Just imagine this, that the Yorubans come out fully, like we have today, for a very long time, and say, we want Oduduwa Republic, and the Igbos are saying, we want Biafra. Or the Igbos, and the people of the eastern region are saying, we want Biafra. Then the other part of the nation, the Hausans are saying, we want Ariwa Republic. Then there's no way we can get out of it, because we know what we want. Because when these regions merge together, who are the Fulanis? Who is Nigeria to remain? That is how it worked other part of the world. This is how freedom is achieved. We all know that freedom is not given, it's taken. Because the act of control is people love it. And as you can see, the Fulanis are loving the act of controlling you and I. They're enjoying it. They are having fun. And this is why they tell you they can never be alive to see Nigeria split. What can you do about it? We only have two ways. You either split or you remain in bondage in the one Nigeria. Just look at the kind of one Nigeria we have. A one Nigeria whereby you can never elect your own leader. How would you survive? So, my point in this video is that the Igbos, if you are an Igbo in the military, there's only one way for you. You got to resign. You either resign or you will be used against your own people, or you will be used against the struggle. Now remember the struggle we are on. We are on a struggle for freedom. And this struggle, we need collective effort in order to achieve it. So therefore, we need the Yorubans, we need other parts of the nation for us to merge together to succeed, to secede from Nigeria. In a situation whereby we're doing it alone, it's not going to be easier and smooth. But when we march together with other nations who as well want to be on their own, it is very easy. And I see this struggle as a very easy step. If we have the Yorubans come out fully. But there are ways, there are little ways they're using to distract you and I. Like some kind of videos I will see on the internet that promotes a hatred among the Igbos and the Yorubas. You will see the Igbos in Lagos, their house being demolished. You know, all these kind of videos are being made to distract us to make us believe that these people really hate us. I'm going to say it again. I don't think that the Yorubans hate the Igbos. And I don't think that Igbos as well hate the Yorubans. So, but the only way we can succeed is that we must need to put away some of the things. We must have to know within ourselves that there are some ongoing plans to distract us, to create biasness in our mind against one another. So that during that time in a war, a Yoruba man will see an Igbo man and you shoot him. Or an Igbo man sees a Yoruba man in a war field and we see ourselves as enemies. While we are not enemies. We are not supposed to be enemies. We're supposed to embrace each other and fight the real enemies. Who are the real enemies? The Nigerian government, the Fulanis, who don't want you and I to live like a human. Who doesn't want you and I who doesn't want us to have a good life on earth, in the universe, in Africa that has been deposited with so many goodings that is serving the world today. They don't really want us to have a better life. And this is why we must differentiate who the enemies are. and those who are causing problem among us. So we must know exactly what we want. If you know what we want, if you know what you want as a person, it is very easy for you to go straight and achieve it. But when you don't know what you want, when you allow some distraction to come into the circle, you will no longer be stable in your way. And this is why I still commend the IPOB, irrespective of the whole distraction from here and there, people trying to put confusion in the family. At the end of the day, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has proven to the world that he is a supreme leader. And I personally adore him. He is doing a great job. A job that I can't even do, and many of us can do it, because if we were able to do it, we would have started it. But he took the bull at the horn and was keep moving without any breakdown, without fear, fearlessly, relentlessly, moving strong and focused in the journey. So that is it. So my brothers, my Yoruba brothers, it is a please, I'm pleading to you guys. The Igbos are 100% in love with you. I personally have encountered a lot of Yorubans in abroad. Many of them has changed my life in different ways. Many of them are wonderful to me. In fact, I wouldn't say I've never met no Yoruba person has ever treated me bad, and I met a lot of them in abroad. So so there's no reason why. There is no reason why I should hate any Yoruba person. And hating each other will cause more harm than good to us. Because we are the people who are being marginalized in Nigeria, not the Fulanis. Because the Fulanis are the ones doing it. So if it affects their people, that's their cup of tea. You understand? We will never accept it, because it is not our style. We are people who love growth. We love success. We want to progress from level 1 to level 2, from level 2 to level 3. So, but there's no way you can make progress if you're living in such a nation. And this is why, if you are a policeman, being from any part of the country called Nigeria, you can't be protecting Nigeria when your house is on fire. You can't be protecting the elites. You can't be carrying out the assignments for them when they are dealing with you. You need to sit down within your own self and think, what is the future of my generation? For a country to move forward, it is a collective effort. And this is why in Igbo we say, so do not think that your destiny is to protect the Fulanis. It is never your destiny. Your destiny is to contribute to the growth of your nation. How can you contribute to the growth of your nation? Biafra, the Oduduwans, how can you contribute to the growth of your nation? That's what you need to be asking yourself. You are not a slave. You were not born a slave. You were not born a murderer. You were not born to be used to achieve illicit crimes. You are not born to be used to achieve illicit actions, illicit activities that will one day entail on you, because nothing goes for nothing. You are born to be free. You are born to have a nation that cares for you. So, and what will you do as a police person? You must join the struggle. In 1917, during the Russian Revolution, what happened was that there was a heavy protest. The heavy protest, which turned to be a revolution. When those in power, Nicholas II, sent his troop to go and shoot down and quench the protest. What did they do? When they got there, they saw that it was a heavy protest. the police surrendered and joined the protests immediately. And that is exactly what is going, what should happen in Nigeria. Because imagine the elite without police. Imagine the elite without security. Let it be only the securities in the north safeguarding them. Let there be no Yoruba man, no Igbo man safeguarding them. And let's see what happens. So we must be given in. We must not be given in to be used against one another. If you are an Igbo, do not give in to any authority or to any, to any assignment that has to do with you going against the West. And if you are from the West, if you are a Yoruban, do not give in to any assignment that makes you, that puts you into manipulating the people of the Eastern region. Because this is how the enmities are caused. And it is not helping you and I. You belong to a nation. Go to other nations and look at how their security forces, their police forces are progressing. They are in the police, they have children, they are human beings. Their children are going to school, their lives are well planned for them. But in Nigeria, you are being used to execute crimes against humanity, to commit genocides. And you are still trying to die for that nation just because of money. What is money? What is money compared to your freedom? What is money? What is money compared to your freedom? What is money? What is this compared to your freedom? This is paper compared to your freedom. Your freedom is bigger than anything else. Your freedom is so important than anything else. The freedom of your generation. You should be thinking about your future generation. When you die, after you, what happens? Will your children keep and continually fighting for this cause which you would have helped them to achieve? The Polish lady who spoke on the video last time, he said, I'm very lucky that I came in from a country who already achieved their own independence. She's from Poland, and she told the story of how her country was being demonized, being slaved, being killed, and one all of a sudden wanted to make them Germans, while they are originally Polish. So, and it is against how human beings work. When you know you are not from there and someone else wants to force you to be part of a nation where you not come from. We are being forced to be part of Nigeria, while we are not from Nigeria. Nigeria is an artificial creation. So it's against how human beings work. And this is why no matter how long they try to do it, no matter what they put in the effort to do it, to make you who you are, you can never buy to it. Even after this generation, the next generation keep fighting for it. So, but I think since we are alive in this generation, since we are people who love our people, who want to have a great nation for our generation, we must come out together to achieve this now. Now that is hot, now that is very near, now that is just single step remaining for us to get Biafra, for the Yorubans to get Oduduwa, for the North to get Arawa. There is no law that mandated that I and a Yoruba man must share the same country. There is no law that mandated that I and a Northerner must share the same country. So why forcing me to be in a nation that is artificially created, that is not naturally who I am? Why not let me be who I am? So that is what I have for you today. And please give us a thumb up. Please try to like this video. And if possible, if you can, just give it a share and help us reach more people. If you haven't subscribed, please smash the red button because it helps us to move forward. And I want you to remember that whenever you smash that button, one of your enemies get destroyed. So back to business. We all know what is wrong with this nation, but at the end of the day, no one wants to solve it. And when you are asked, you say you are still giving it a chance. How can you give it a chance? Is there this? It never happened anyway. There's no way a corrupt system will automatically, a magic or a miracle will happen and it become good. It can never be good. This system is completely corrupt. It is not designed to be alright. It is not designed to be progressive. And this is why we must need to break down the system. There's no room for oneness. There's no room for unity with Nigeria. Let us be united. Let us keep our relationship as neighbors. Let us be good neighbors that will do businesses at international level, not as a one country ever again. Because you don't deserve us and we don't deserve you. So that's what I have to say today. Please help us sharing this video. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Like this video. And I still remain your boy, Nnamdi Omeire, an indigenous person of Biafra. And last comment I want to make is that some of us will always say I'm not a member of IPOB, I want to tell you that there's no registration. You don't need to register to be a member of IPOB. What you need to be, for you to be a member of IPOB, you have to be a person who comes from the eastern region of Nigeria. That's all what it takes to be a member of IPOB. Because I am an indigenous person of Biafra. And that's what IPOB stands for. So you do not need to purchase any registration form. You do not need it to be an IPOB. That's what I have to say today. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching our video. And bye for now. Thank you. God bless. See you in our next video.
Thanks for watching our video. Hope you like it. Please don't forget to comment, like, and share. And subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. And remember, whatever you subscribe to our channel, one of your dreams come true.